Where am I again? Here I am. Another video. Just a result of pandemic. Just want to share to you today about my struggles of depression and homesickness when I newly arrived here in Australia. As you all know, before I arrived here in Australia, all the while I was thinking Filipinos going abroad and coming back home, they got plenty of money, speaking dollars, and easy life. But the truth is contrary, exactly opposite. So that's why most of the overseas, if not all, overseas Filipino workers are considered our modern day heroes, because they fought depression and homesickness because of their dedication and love to their family back in the Philippines. So this is my story. I arrived here in Australia on the 16th of May 2006 with all the excitements and the hypes of coming to a new land with the promise of milk and honey flowing. You don't have to gather it, it's all flowing. Anyway, before I arrived here, I was so close to my siblings. There were 12 of us, as you all know, and I am the eldest. And being the eldest in the family, I tried to guide my siblings to live at least an ideal life and fear of God. I always encouraged them to go to church and study. So anyway, we were so close, and all of a sudden, just this blink of an eye, I arrived here and never anticipated the repercussions, the effect, the aftershock of being away from home. So yeah, that's why I told my younger siblings, enjoy each other's company, because once you get married, once you go away, you will miss it. I badly miss those days where we can tease each other, we can love each other, we can sing karaoke together, but not anymore. I'm here in Australia. So anyway, few days after I arrived, I started to feel homesick, very homesick. Just like every other Filipinos coming abroad, homesickness is the worst enemy, and it's deadly, scary deadly. Especially when I arrived here, that there were only 3 male Filipinos I know: the late Tatay Ambrosio, Paring Julius, and Paring Undoy Amba. And they are not close. They are like 20, 15, 10 kilometers away, and at that time I couldn't even drive, because here in Australia you drive at the right side of the car. In the Philippines we are driving the left side. Very confusing. So anyway, when my homesickness started, it was a struggle. I wasn't prepared for it. I thought, being a lay minister, being the eldest of the family, I was prepared for those trials. I wasn't. So almost every night for the next few months, I had nightmares that I went home, because especially here I couldn't find a job. Because when you apply for a job, you are asked if you have an Australian experience. Got none. So in short, my 2 degrees in the Philippines, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in mathematics, and Bachelor of Laws are nothing, not counted, not even a semester. So yeah, very, very struggles, and it affected me, but to my surprise, I didn't show it. I haven't even showed it to my siblings, to my mom and dad. So I keep my pace, I can smile, but deep within me, every night, I have a nightmare. I went home, there's no life here for me. It's difficult. I can't understand the people. When they talk to me, I have to watch them out because too slang. And when I talk to them, because I used to work at a courthouse as a court interpreter for about 8 years. Oh my God, they couldn't understand me as well, because I talk like a rocket, or they talk like a very flat. Okay, mate. Hello, mate. How are you, mate? Good day, mate. Typical. Anyway, big depression, and but I'm still grateful to God that I was a spiritual one. Like every time I prayed and I seek for guidance to the rosary. Yeah, it's like I didn't do any wrong, and it's just because in Australia right now, I think every day almost 8 people died for depression, committing suicide, and majority of them are males, because according to study, males are high risk. Yeah, so, and but to me, in our culture, it's more dangerous for male to be depressed than a female. Like for Filipinas, if they get depressed, they get upset, they get cranky, they can just share it to everyone. Yeah, share it, talk to it, talk to everyone. Whereas the male Filipinos in our culture, if you share it, it's like a display of weakness. So you would be surprised, like even back at the Philippine cities, that people are drinking, smoking, and they don't talk about their depression because, hey, masculine, strong male, very strong male. No, it's wrong. In the recent times, the recent studies, you're supposed to open it, but like me, I couldn't open it. It wasn't in my orientation as a male that I have to display it. So it is really wrong as well. Lack of education, lack of exposure, lack of understanding. Very bad effect. Anyway, so how did I overcome my depression? Oh, it didn't happen overnight. So, telling you, from being an office worker at the courthouse to pick beans in the farm, too hard, and I cried, and it's so hard, and I thought, oh my God, I got no life here. This is just difficult. Anyway, kind of turning point. So the turning point is, I have to go back home. I have to go back to the Philippines, and I have to leave my wife. I have to leave my child because I can't stand anymore. And that time, I think it's adding to my depression when my dad was murdered. Few months after my son was born, he was murdered in Manguiao, Asturias, early in the morning. It was October 23, 2007. Yeah, it was born. So just so much depressed, so much. Try to blame myself because had I not come here, my dad was untouchable there because I work in the courthouse. But again, it happened. So anyway, I want to leave. I want to go back home. And one night, in my dream, my dad appeared to me. For those of you who knew my dad, he was so cheeky, He was a good person. He likes to share. He likes to sing. He likes to crack jokes. But this time, when he appeared in my dream, he kind of scolded me, lectured me. And this is what he said. There were 12 of you, because I was planning to leave my wife and my son to go back to the field. I can always go back to the courthouse and back to my work. It's still open. Anyway, he said, there were 12 of you siblings. You're the eldest. Not even a single time I think of leaving your mom. Not even a single that I want to leave your mom. And yet you only have one child. You're gonna leave your wife and your child? Shame on you. Oh my God. I was like being knocked by a big hammer in my forehead. I cried and cried. Cried and cried. I woke up crying and realized that, yeah, why would I leave my child? Can I imagine? Like if my dad left us. So I had to take responsibility. I had to refocus. Blessedly, enough, when we visited Philippines, I met my wife's auntie in Buena Vista, Auntie Vicky. So she had a very, very Vicky Amoroso in Buena Vista. She had a very, very thought-provoking question to me, and she asked, "Greg, what's your background?" I said, "Auntie, I'm a teacher here in the Philippines. I finished my Bachelor of Laws as well." And she followed up, "What did you do in Australia?" "Working in a factory, Auntie." Started, "Why don't you refocus?" Like start from scratch. Refocus. That's the word that I needed. Refocus. So from that time on, I refocus. Refocus. "Hello, Brad. ¿Cómo está, Brad? How are you?" I refocus. So yeah, well, before I get married, all the focus is about myself. But no, it's not for me anymore. I have a child. It's for my son now. That's like what you did by I. It's for my son now. It's for my children. So having refocused my energy and my depression, I overcome it by the grace of God. Yeah, I've become stronger. I've become more prayerful. I tried my best to guide my boys to live a godly life. When we say the rosary, we pray for the people around the world, especially those who are in need, in depression. Those are also victims of the COVID-19. Yeah, it's overcoming it is not a magic. It's like recognizing that I need help and I need to open. And it's not a sign of weakness to open up that you're depressed. So it's like I told my friends, it's one thing to know that you got a problem. It's another thing to know that there is help everywhere and you can always ask for help, and it's not a sign of weakness. It's a blessing. So yeah, the most difficult probably trial in every person's life, doesn't matter what is your status, rich or poor, famous people, the celebrities, it's mental health. Mental health. That's why every time I saw my friends, I always check with them, how's your health? Okay? How's your mental health? I can't tell you. Why not? Open up. Share. It's not a sign of weakness. For me, it's a sign of strength that you recognize that you got a problem, you got a weakness, and you can't do it alone. You need some help. Okay? So that's me. You think I'm smiling, I don't have weakness? Yeah, I have my weaknesses, but especially the mental health issue that I have when I arrived here. But thank goodness I overcome it. I overcome my homesickness. But I still miss home. I still miss my mama. I still miss my brothers and sisters. I still miss the St. Vincent Ferrer Parish and my brother lay ministers over there. Bradodong Brigado. You know, from the lay ministers, everyone. I miss everyone, but hey, I'm in a different world, and I was sent by God in this place for a reason, for a purpose. Maybe able to help, able to say prayer, or maybe able to build my own church with my children. Thank you for watching, guys. Shout out to all of you. God bless you. May God keep us safe. Thank you.